it is the 17th of August 2019 that it's actually going to bring something very special, something very significant, and something very, very powerful into your life, my gorgeous Scorpios. The 17th of August 2019, it is going to be an important time for you because you're about to cross in a completely different dimension. When I say that you're about to cross into a completely different dimension, I am talking about a very, very, very powerful hermit mode that you are going to have. This hermit mode that you are going to have, it's not just any hermit mode. This hermit mode you're going to have, it's not like, oh, I'm just not going to feel myself for a day. No. You are going to have a sacred hermit mode. The sacred hermit mode is an important stage in our lives. The sacred hermit mode is a very significant stage in our life. It's an important stage because everything is about to shake up to the point where we are going to be like, oh my God, this is going to be the beginning of something very special. This is going to be the beginning of a rebirth, literally, and it is going to lead towards one of the biggest wake-up calls in your lives. It's very important because the sacred hermit mode also means that you are going to have a very strong and powerful connection with the spirits again, and you're going to have a very powerful connection with your spirit guides, with your spirits, with the spirit world, with the relatives that have passed away, and also with your angels, with your guardian angels. And this is purely because you're going to be the part of the different dimension. This is very important to say because on another hand, your third psychic eye is going to be open like very, very wide indeed. And also, what else I was going to say, that you're going to be very like when it comes to the actual intuition, I mean, oh my goodness, this is going to be like a really massive psychic moment that you're going to have. You're going to be very much so psychically open, like you've never been open before. When I say psychically open, like you've never been open before, but especially in particular on this particular day, which is the sacred in itself. It's number 17, 17. It's sacred number by itself, in itself. It's creating this particular power. It's creating this particular energy. Number one is the beginning of something very special and very important and very solid and very significant, and it's bringing you confidence and power. Number 7, it's a very strong connection with the angels, with the spirit world, with your guardian angels, with the relatives and people that have passed away, that have known us. This is an important moment in time because the combination of all this is just going to have an absolutely mind-blowing effect and impact on you. So spiritually you're going to be very open, so you will be able to pick up like signals from many different dimensions. This is going to be so interesting. And also it's a rather important time to watch, like with the corner, with your eyes, like whether there is somebody, whether you can feel someone, whether you can sense someone. It's just so important that at the same time you need to think what you were thinking at around the time, and you also need to think what is creating you a huge issue, huge problem, what is blocking you, what is preventing you to move on with your life, what is blocking your energy. This is so significant to think about it, and even if you don't get it what it is, even if you don't get the answer straight away, you can expect most certainly that being the part of this very powerful and very significant and very strong vibration, very strong energy, something absolutely amazing is going to be revealed to you. The answer that you're going to get directly straight from the spirit world. It may not happen straight away, but it is very important to think it around the time when you see, like for example with the corner of your eye, like if you see someone, that means that the spirit is around you. Ask yourself, what is blocking you? What is preventing you to move on? Or you could have been thinking it around the problem that is blocking you or preventing you to move on with your life, to make a really important decision right at the time. And that very moment in time, it's very important because at the same time you're going to make like absolutely amazing connection with the spirit and with the spirit world, and at the same time you're going to find yourself being part of all these different dimensions. It's just so important. Also, like for example, you can see someone with the corner of your eyes on this particular day, and then you will know that there is a spirit around you. Or you can smell smell that you can recognize, maybe someone's perfume, and then you will recognize who this is. Certain spirit is trying to reach you. This is so important important to understand. Maybe you will smell tobacco, maybe you will smell cigarettes, maybe you will smell like a bread. Maybe somebody used to make bread who used to be the part of your life, part of your family. There are going to be lots of amazing and interesting ways that you are going to actually be able to know, and you will be aware of the fact that there are spirits around you that are trying to come through, they're trying to contact you. But this is not only about different dimension. This is about your life. This is about your spiritual journey, and this is about your karma that is going to have an effect on your spiritual journey, which means that a certain karma, negative karma, heavy karma is finally coming to an end, which is brilliant. And I'm talking about the heavy karma that the Scorpios had in their lives, that you, my babies, had in your lives for the last 36 months in particular. But for the last 24 months, you were able to feel this, because for the last 24 months in particular, this was preventing you to move on. This was preventing you to be your full self. This was preventing you to kind of feel certain things about your immediate future. And when we don't feel certain things about our immediate future, then we don't have this Varavoom energy. We don't have this optimism, and this optimism is everything. And I'm keep on saying that the way of thinking is the way we're projecting. The way of thinking, it's our energy. The way of thinking, it's our power. Very important for you, my babies, to think as positive, as open, be as open-minded and be as positive as you possibly can, because you, my baby Scorpionis, have got an amazing power, an amazing thinking power, an amazing directing power. So when you direct your energy, it just goes a long way. It's very deep, it's very significant, and it's very powerful. And this is why I'm just saying that it's just so important on this day to just just be as open-minded as possible. As I said, there are many different ways that the spirits are going to try to get in touch with you, but the most significant thing is that they will leave a message for you. You will have this message when the time is right. So you can realize this message that you have from the spirit world through your own particular problem, through your own particular situation, that it's going to be illuminated for you. You're not going to be the one who is going to turn into the hermit. And that's why I'm saying the sacred hermit moment, because it's not you. You are not the one who is illuminating the path in front of you. They're going to be the people. They're going to be the spirits, the people that have passed away, the spirits, your guardian angels. You see, this is why this is going to be so important. Very illuminated indeed, but in the most sacred way. So you may receive the answer to your problem like straight away, then and there, indeed. Okay, it depends, but also you may as well ask the question, think about the problem quickly, and then the spirit is going to answer it for you, you see. And this in itself is just going to bring you such a wonderful determination into your life, and it's going to bring you determination onto those areas, those parts of your lives that were didn't make sense. So now they will just become really brightly colored after this moment in time. So you could get your message, you will get the answer to this, your question, to your problem, like maybe straight away then and there, but it could happen at any time throughout the month. Let me just say something that is really important. So the 17th of August is going to be the day, a sacred hermit moment, but also it's the 17th, 18th and 19th. These 3 days are going to be very significant. 17, 18 and 19. All these 3 days are going to be very important, and all these 3 days are going to be very significant, and all these 3 days are going to have a very strong vibration just before the 20th, okay? 17, 18 and 19. So all these 3 days could play an important role when it comes to the sacred hermit moment, because it could happen within the all 3 days. So it's like having a full moon. The actual full moon on the actual day is like really important, really powerful, really strong, but then 3 days later, 3 days earlier on the day and 3 days later, it's all very strong and powerful. So this is how it is. The most powerful and the most significant hermit moment, the sacred hermit moment, is going to be on the 17th, but 17, 18 and 19, all these 3 days could play an important role and will play an important role when it comes to you finding out your message, when it comes to something very sacred, very specific and very significant to your life, because after this moment in time, things are most certainly going to change, because you're going to end up with a certain knowledge about your life, certain knowledge about yourself, certain illumination about yourself that is literally going to be sacred. This is just going to feel so good, because you will be able to feel like all this energy and all this power and all this optimism is going to be absolutely mind-blowing. It is going to reflect on you, and it is going to reflect on your life, on your optimism, on your health even, and on your radiance. The health is going to improve, especially for those of you who have been suffering from like a really strong ailments and things like that you didn't see any improvement. So now this is going to be an important moment in time. what else I was going to say, because you're psychically going to be open, your intuition is just going to be, oh my God, it's normally very strong, it's normally very powerful, but if something is bothering you, then your intuition gets affected, your power gets affected, your magic get affected a little bit, because you're so strong, because you can get fixated to the certain thing, and then you don't realize that your energy is getting drained because you're fixated to something. But this is because you're so powerful. My ascendant is Scorpio, so I get you completely. My ascendant is Scorpio, so I completely get you. Okay, so that's why I'm saying that this is just such an important moment in time, because your energy is going to be like very open, which means that psychically you will be open. So on one hand, that's going to be incredible. You'll be able to pick up on all these different vibes, all these different energies, all these different signs. You know, you will see how amazing and how sensitive you are when it comes to like these things. You know, like when it comes to like a psychic world, when it comes to like a different dimension. At the same time, it's going to make you really wise, really powerful, very psychic. Okay, but also at the same time, it's just might make you a little bit more sensitive. You know, 17, 18, and 19. These 3 days, you're also at the same time going to be sensitive. It's just like a little bit of yin-yang. A little bit of yin-yang, it's actually everywhere, to be quite honest with you. It's just like the balance of energy. And when I said that this is going to make you sensitive, it is. So, I said spiritually you will be open. So, which means on one hand, you will get like a really powerful psychic energy. You will be able to get this. On another hand, you will be open to all sorts of vibrations. In order to protect yourself from all sorts of vibrations, that, you know, the spirits that are traveling by, maybe like a little bit of negative energy, you know, that you might come across, you know, it depends where you are, it depends what you do, it depends what kind of negative energy, what kind of energy is actually accumulated over there. So it really depends. So, but I would like to say to you, my gorgeous Scorpios, come out to play. I would like to say to you, do you remember that movie, like old school I'm. But anyway, yeah, so it's important to protect yourself like with the black tourmaline, okay? Black tourmaline is just absolutely the most powerful crystal. You know, I spoke about black tourmaline. I'm obsessed with black tourmaline because it's like the most powerful crystal when it comes to the actual protection against all sorts of negative energy, all sorts of negativity, all sorts of bad vibrations, all sorts of negative vibrations from the places, from the people, you know, and things like that. I would say that this is probably the most powerful crystal, and that's why I would really highly suggest you that throughout August, if you can have like a black tourmaline around you, wherever you are, put it on your desk, or maybe if you have like, gosh, scared me. You can sorry, that was something outside. I apologize. Basically, it's just I need to have the open window because it's so hot in London. This is the hottest day, and I'm like, oh my God, not even my hair gel is working. Not even my hair gel is working. Okay, anyway, so basically, yeah, this is it. You see, it's just basically this black tourmaline. I highly suggest you to have it around you throughout this actual month in August, and it's going to protect your energy, and it is going to help you to ground you, to protect you, and it's going to help you with the balance wonderfully. So you can get this, so you can have like a pendant. But if you get this black tourmaline block, you can get this in my shop, and the link is in the description below. And by buying things from my store, you're also supporting my channel as well. And this is something that I highly recommend you, like in any type of situations when you're spiritually open, so you can just kind of balance yourself out by protecting yourself. But however, this is going to be absolutely an amazing turning point for you, and it's also going to kind of like evolve in you having a new direction open, new direction available when it comes to your life. But there is something else going to be there, like, hello, I'm here, come and get me. This is what is going to happen. The new ocean is going to be waving at you and just say, I'm here. But it's not like complete change of your life. It's to do with what you're doing now, but you're just going to end up like having an additional option, and this additional option is just going to make you very creative. It's going to activate you in a certain way like you haven't been activated before, because it's going to reflect on your energy, and it is going to be your own wake-up call indeed, and it is going to lead towards really swift activity. It is going to lead towards a change, and it's going to feel good. It's going to feel like you're going to be more strong and more powerful every single step of the way. And that's why I'm liking it, because it's also going to make you feel like the desire to learn something, the desire for, even if it's like a 1 day or 2 days of learning, it doesn't really matter. It's just basically taking your situation now into consideration. You consider your situation and what you can bring in order to just kind of like get on the second stage of your life. So you're doing what you're doing, but you're also creating at the same time the beautiful amount of opportunities by just choosing to go towards like a certain learning experience that is so much to do with like your situation. So it could be one day of learning, it could be only some reading something. It depends. It could be like maybe a week of learning, maybe it could be like a couple of months. It all depends, but this is most certainly going towards your own massive new beginning, and this is going to be huge because it's going to help you so much along the way. It's going to help you so much along the way, and it's also going to, you see, this is all going to lead towards your own wheel of fortune. I mean, come on, man. It's like a destiny, fortune. This is going to be an incredible, and you can also expect, my lord, especially in between the 17th until the end of this month, my gorgeous Scorpionis, you can also expect an unexpected situation. You're going to be part of the situation that is just going to blow you away in a really good way, because you're going to be like, oh my God, it's just so weird. I can't believe I'm here. This is all part of the game. This is all part of the journey. This is all part of the new dimension. This is exactly what is going to happen, and it's going to feel good. It's going to feel very harmonious. It's going to feel very peaceful, and you're going to think, oh my God, I feel really good. Normally I'm surrounded by different people or new situations, I feel like a little bit nervous or something like that, or like I'm not too sure, but now you're going to feel like a really amazing harmony, very peaceful and harmonious feeling you're going to have. And this is when you will know that there is a very important moment going to happen. There is a very important moment going to manifest. At the moment that it's going to manifest, it's going to surprise you, and you will need to react really quickly, and the reaction is just going to be mind-blowing, because you will react in a slightly different way, and that is going to reveal something very, very special for you, very interesting, very significant, and very mysterious, and very, very interesting indeed, because it is also going to open up your eyes towards certain future planning that you wouldn't have before, and it's all going to make sense because it's going to feel good indeed. Okay. sorry. My name is Sasha Bonasin, and I'm a psychic medium, and this is your monthly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's for you, my gorgeous, my ever so precious, my powerful Scorpios, mysterious, beautiful Scorpios, and it's for August 2019. So it's for you, my gorgeous Scorpios, and it's for August 2019. Do you know what? It's just basically, now look at this. This is why I'm saying that how sacred this month is going to be literally for you. Because now I say the 17th of August is what I was talking about just now. And now your number, when it comes to the Astro numerology, is number 7. Oh my God. So we have number 7 again. So this is a very important to say that it's a sacred moment, sacred month that you're going through, and the new plan is going to be revealed. The bottom line is that the new plan will be revealed for you by the end of this month, and this new plan that is going to be revealed to you, it's going to feel so good. It's going to affect your energy in the best possible way. It's going to affect your balance. It's going to give you reason to celebrate, reason for celebration, literally, and the radiance that you're going to feel, the self-esteem that you're going to feel, the optimism that you're going to feel. This is just going to be so good. On one hand, this is really good time of the year for you, because this is the time of the year when you really do rediscover yourself, and you do have a particular confidence, and you do feel very strong and very solid, because this is just a very good time of the year for you, and normally you feel like really positive. This dimension is absolutely perfect. But now just take all this into consideration. This is going to be brilliant, because this is not only about a new plan that is going to be revealed. This is something that you wanted to do for a while, something that you knew it. So it was at the back of your mind. It was a very subconsciously strong, and you just knew it. It's there, and I'm gonna get there when the time is right. Now the time is getting right, and you will know this by the actual feeling of the great determination, initiative, strength, force that you're going to feel, power, success. This is absolutely brilliant. But emotionally, this is also going to reflect on you. So if you felt a little bit sad, if you felt a little bit negative, a little bit stroppy, happy lately. You know, this has been like this was like a certain energy around Scorpios, especially within the last like about 4 months. You know, like a little bit of like uneasy feeling, uneasy energy, uneasy situations that were like reflecting on us in a certain way. So now this is just going to be so good, and emotionally this is going to be an important month, because you're going to also rediscover yourself through the certain relationship. That's one thing. And also the radiance. It's actually going to be like a very Vavumish, which means that you will be able to be noticed. You will be noticed by the right people. My babies, use this to the best of your abilities. Listen what I say. You will be noticed by the right people, whether you want this like emotionally, whether you want this like a bit of a womanish, whether you want like whether you want like to prove something, whether you want to find new friends, you know, whether you want to like reconnect with people, whether you want to go around and try to deal with issues. This is what I think you should do. Try to deal with problems that you know that you need to deal with, but you're just waiting for the right moment and right time, because there is the radiance that you're gonna have now, you see. And also try to be as open-minded, because every single step of the way something is going to be waiting for you throughout this month, indeed, in particular. And the fact that you're gonna have a perfect balance, perfect radiance, this is the great moment for the new beginnings in general. The whole month will be good to start like maybe if you want to like apply for a new job, maybe if you want to go for the promotion, you know, maybe if you want to try new things, if you want to start new things. And it's also when it comes to investing, and it's also when it comes to negotiations, you know, it's fantastic. Number 7 means that this is going to be an amazing month for everything, and also anything and everything that can make you feel better, and everything and anything that has to do something with the future planning, and also especially when it comes to you planning something in a long time, but also at the same time waiting for the right moment in time. Beautiful new option is going to be waiting for you right at the end of August, indeed, and you will see exactly what am I talking about then. On another hand, what else I was going to say is just basically it is going to be kind of the situation also that number 7 you're going to need to see somebody's going to be also part of your mind. Somebody's going to come back, hello, like you're part of the spiritual journey, and that person in particular is going to leave a little bit of bitter taste in your mouth, okay? Somebody who like maybe like did something to you not that long ago, somebody that kind of hurt you maybe in a certain way, or somebody that made you feel really negative. Basically the bottom line is that there is going to be the person is going to become the part of your mind, the part of your thinking this month. And this is so important to you. Just remember that you have a bitter feelings about that person. I know it's easy for me to say, but you just need to kind of forgive and forget. The reason I know it's easy for me to say, but it's so important that whoever comes back in your mind and you're like, oh, go away, I don't want to, I hate this person. You know, no, you just kind of have to direct this energy. You just have to kind of turn around from this negativity, from the negative energy, look at the situation from a different angle. Straight away, then and there, important moment in time is to forgive and forget, to forgive and forget. Karmically, this is so important, because if you do this, you're again going to be provided with an option to like kind of like just like really jump, you know, instead of going from spiritual journey from this point to this point, you will jump like 3 points up, seriously. And that in itself is going to be an amazing moment in time, because you're going to have a certain power, you're going to receive a certain power, which is on another hand bring you healing, but also most importantly, it is going to give you the whole new perspective. The whole new perspective is going to give you the whole new option, because karmically you will move on from the negative situation, and believe me or not, this is going to illuminate even more about your path, even more about your spiritual journey. So important, my lord. Okay, so now basically when it comes to your actual health, my gorgeous Scorpios, when it comes to the actual health, you're basically having a sensitive liver, which means that I'm going to need you to drink as much water as possible. I'm going to need you to drink water throughout this month, and try to avoid sugar, please, if you can. Try to avoid coffee if you can. And also very important to eat pumpkin seeds, if you can eat pumpkin seeds, okay, for your liver. And also acerola cherry powder. You know, I always recommend acerola cherry powder, which is a natural form of vitamin C, okay? And I don't like a fake vitamins. There are lots of fake vitamins, so you just stick to to the natural sources. So acerola cherry powder is a fruit, and it comes in a powder, and it needs to be organic, and it's going to give you 1080 milligrams of vitamin C per liter teaspoon, and you drink this every single morning. It will be brilliant. And also any berries like raspberries, blueberries, goji berries, strawberries, blackberries, any berry, blueberries, any berries that you can have, and make a smoothie. If you could have this every single morning, that would be absolutely fantastic, because what this is going to do, it is going to help you so much with your liver. It's full of beautiful vitamins, full of goodness, and it's also going to work like a nice filter for your liver. It's absolutely superbly essential for you to actually get this and take this, because it's going to help you so much with your liver health indeed. But also at the same time, please try to stick to water and try to drink as much water as you can. Okay, so now basically going on the very first date that I think that is going to be rather significant for you, my gorgeous Scorpios, is going to be on the 3rd of August. 3rd of August, you're already going to be like, twilight, zony. And it's good because it is just going to kind of shake you up a little bit. You're going to feel like maybe a little bit emotional, but in a good way, because you're going to have like all these ideas. You're going to be thinking about things, and you're going to be thinking about, why am I thinking about this? This is going to be the beginning. This is only going to be the start. And this is going to make you think about a certain stage of your life that is going to be very important later on. But this is going to lead to you being really indecisive about a certain thing when it comes to your home, about a certain things when it comes to making certain decision, making certain changes. This is all about the big change. This big change, you will know that you are about to make, and it's going to make you feel really optimistic, but you will know that the things are changing, the energy levels are absolutely perfect, which is going to give you strength, courage, energy, determination, action, and confidence. Absolutely brilliant. And it is just going to help you so much with a certain part of your life, especially within the last 10 months, that gave you overburdened feeling, made you feel a little bit stroppy, and gave you some pressure. So that's why this is going to be a really important moment in time, because it is going to help you with the situation that was bringing you down. So you are about to do something very important on this particular day. By the end of the day, you're about to make a very important decision. It's fantastic, and it's all coming from this indecisive situation that I've already mentioned. The second important date, my gorgeous Scorpios, is going to be on the 11th of August. Now 11th of August is just going to be, this is going to be the time when you're going to feel really good. The day is going to feel very, very positive energy. The energy in particular is going to give you lots of power, lots of energy, and more vavavoom, which means that you will be able to achieve a lot on this day. And there is some kind of achievement that you're going to achieve that is going to surprise you. But this is all going to be direct result of your hard work, of your efforts, of the things that you have been putting in so far, and of you being really, really patient. Your time is coming, most certainly, my gorgeous Scorpios, because this is going to lead towards a very fantastic adventure. This is going to be the beginning of something very special. This is going to be the beginning of something really significant. And I like it because you will realize that you have got an unlimited possibilities with a new stage, certain stage in your life, of your life. This is already a very important moment when it comes to you kind of connecting to the sacred hermit moment already, because you will feel connected to the certain possibilities and certain options about your life, connected and directed to a particular situation that you didn't have before that particular day, for example. It's fantastic because it's going to be all about your unlimited possibilities, and also obsession, but in the best possible way, towards something that you should be obsessed about, that is going to bring you so much into your life. On another hand, there is going to be realization that you are going to have about certain person, some kind of maybe unrealistic attitudes, maybe certain person, there is going to be slight disappointment with somebody, certain person, what they did and the way they reacted and what their reaction to something was, and it's going to surprise you because you thought maybe something different about that person. It is not going to be like a game changer or anything like that, but it's just going to be somebody around you that you're going to be thinking about it. But this is going to be so good because that in itself is just going to take you somewhere else. I know it sounds weird. That in itself is going to make you realize something about people people that you wouldn't normally think about, and that is going to be the start of something, because without you realizing, you're going to have a serene knowledge and wisdom at the same time. So you're going to kind of like come up with something, and that what you're going to come up is just going to be absolutely perfect, because it's also going to kind of give you an idea, you see, with a certain heartbreaking situation. It's going to give you an idea with a certain heartbreaking situation. You're going to realize, you're going to move on from the certain person, from the certain people that are kind of draining your energy. But this is also going to be an important time, an important month, when you're going to realize exactly who is draining your energy and what is draining your energy around. Sometimes, there's certain people that are draining our energy that they shouldn't be around us. But then again, it all depends on our spiritual journey. It depends how far we have progressed, and it depends what our role in everything is. But I think it's going to be an important moment in time when you're going to make a decision, and the decision that you're going to make, it's like you will maybe want yourself to take away from the situation where people are draining your energy. So something is going to come to an end, but then it's not going to be straight away then and there. This is when you're going to make a decision, and most certainly this decision is going to be wise. Indeed. Okay, so the third important date is going to be on the 27th. My God, how many number 7 do you have? This is just going to be really, honestly, this month is just going to be wow. But I think you're going to like it. Very mysterious, but there are going to be so many little surprises that are going to make you feel very optimistic along the way. The 27th of August is actually going to bring, you see, the certain unsatisfied desire that you had, you see, it's just the certain unsatisfied desire that you had is just basically going to make you to actually make a really mature decision. There is decision that you're going to make, but you can only make this decision based on your experience. And that's what's going to happen on the 27th of August. You're going to need to make a decision that is based on your experience. You must not ask anybody else for advice. You must not go to look for advice. You just have to really think and see what you completely feel connected to by yourself. What feeling do you have? What do you think that you should do next? Because you will kind of be able to connect to so much deeper. You will be able to connect to your situation on a very deep level on the 27th of August, because all these things that we went through so far, and that's why I'm saying that this is going to be an important moment in time to see, because what is going to happen, it's all about the actual accomplishment. The 27th of August, but at the end of the day, you will be thinking about a certain accomplishment, and that accomplishment that you had, that you are having, is just going to give you so much to look forward to. But also it's about the confidence, it's about the confidence, and it's also about a certain authority. Somebody is going to be praising you on this particular day, and also by the end of that day, it is just one particular thing is there that you're going to be able to look forward to. It is going to be very interesting, because you're going to be given a chance to look at your life from a slightly different angle, like literally upside down. This is what it is. But this is so good, because it's going to shake you up in many different ways. It's going to shake up your energy, it's going to re-energize you, and it's going to open your eyes, and you will be able to see a new direction from a life that you are living now, for everything that you wanted to do, from everything that you were focusing on. This is going to surprise you. So there is going to be a really nice surprise, but most certainly your life is going to go towards the right direction. It's going to feel good, it's going to feel optimistic, it's going to feel very, very intuitive indeed. But also this is most certainly going to be the moment that you're going to remember for the rest of your life, because what's going to happen, you will go literally through your own rebirth, and it is going to feel like that indeed. Okay, and you will see exactly what I mean. Okay, so now my gorgeous Scorpios, I'm going to start with the very first part of August 2019. The very first part of August 2019, it is all going to be about your homecoming time. Now, what the homecoming time means, it's not only homecoming time. This is you coming home to yourself. This is you coming home to your friends. This is you coming home to your family. This is you coming coming home to your energy. This is you coming home to your role. This is you coming home to your spiritual journey. This is you coming home to your energy. This is so deep. I can't even explain this. This is so deep, so deep, so deep. You will be able to connect to your life in a completely different way. But this is because you were worrying so much. You know, there were like so much on your mind. You know, there were things that were preventing you to move on with certain situations, and you're very deep, you're very powerful. So we can block ourselves sometimes, you know, but this is all happening for the reason, because, you know, when certain thing it's meant to happen and unfold, it's going to happen. But first of all, we need to deal with certain issues and obstacles. Now you have done that. You have already dealt with issues and obstacles. So this is now going to be a homecoming time, and you will really kind of start feeling very closely to make a very important decision when it comes to your future planning. I'm not talking future in 30 years, I'm talking like a near future. You see, May 2020, it's going to be the continuation, very important continuation of the decision that you're gonna make when it comes to the future planning. Whether you do something literally or whether you just plan in your mind, you see, this is going to be an important day, important month for you indeed, because that is going to be the continuation of whatever you started, because this is going to be the fertile land and the fertile spiritual land. So whatever you do and whatever you make, whatever you think about, you start creating at the same time. Okay, so it's a lot to do with the future planning and joy and family. You see, the certain problem with the family member is coming to an end, but also the certain when it comes to like maybe certain discussion that you had or something didn't work out that well, something is going to be ironed out really beautifully. But also as a family, you will hear like a really good news. Perhaps you were worrying about certain family member, certain friend, you know, that is like a family literally. So there is going to be a good news, and I know you're gonna like this, and it's gonna make you feel really good. On another hand, it's just like the first part of the week is just all about a certain recovery from the negative situation and recovery from certain loss that you had in your life. Now you're going to be able to karmically feel this, because it is all about the strength that's coming in. It is all about your power, that it is going to balance itself out so beautifully, and determination that is going to be literally mind-blowing determination. And I like it, because once you have this balance correctly, you're on top of the world. If you want to, as I said, like keep on applying for jobs and things like that, just keep going. Okay, if you like really want to like kind of like get a promotion and things like that, this is the moment to show your skills, to show your vavavoom, because you will be noticed in so many different ways. If you are retired and you are like waiting for the certain option to become available, this is going to be an important moment in time. Things are going to start feeling so much better, and you will be able to sense this in a beautiful and optimistic way, and you will see it's just going to make you feel so good. And this energy is just going to raise the vibration around you, which is just going to give you an opportunity to look forward to things about your near future again. And this is when you are the most powerful, gorgeous Scorpio. Come out to play. You see what I mean? And also, by the time we get to the second part of August 2019, do you know what? It is about a recognition. It's all about those of you that want to get recognized. It's about a recognition. What you wanted to kind of like want to recognize, this is going to be it, and it's going to be so good. So in a very important stage of your life, it's going to happen here. On another hand, do you know what? This is what I find really interesting. You're going to feel very nostalgic, not very nostalgic, but mid-August is going to bring you a nostalgic moment in time, okay? So you are going to have a strong connection with your childhood in particular. It is very important to remember, when you have a strong connection with your childhood, when you are thinking about your childhood, for example, it's just really important to remember what are you thinking about? What are you drawn to? What are you focusing on? You know, so important. Listen, so for example, you think about your childhood and you remember like a friend, like I don't know, John or something. Yeah, so you remember John from your childhood, you know, and then you think about, why are you thinking about John, you know, or Jane, you know, you remember John or Jane from your childhood, and you're thinking, why do you think about them? Why are you thinking about them? And then think, and then that feeling is going to bring you somewhere else. That feeling is going to bring you certain energy, and that certain energy is actually going to reveal something to you, because it is going to help you to make a decision. I know it sounds like, oh, but it's going to help you to make a decision, because there is a certain insight waiting for you that you're going to be able to bring into this life, and that insight is going to help you to illuminate with a certain issue or certain problem that you have. And this is what is actually going to happen. You see, this is why this is so significant, because you're going to be able to put your point across. You see, you're going to be able to go on the next stage, next journey of your life, but there is going to be slight readjustment with this idea, and that is going to help you to deal with the negative situation, and that is also going to help you to make a decision, you see, with a certain judgment that you have. You see, absolutely important. Okay, now and that in itself is going to lead towards something interesting when it comes to the big wish, when it comes to something that you really wanted to happen for a long time. There is some kind of sign, signification going to be that you will know, my God, this is brilliant, and you will know that at the same time that this is actually going to be your justice. This is going to be an important moment in time indeed. And also when it comes to work, when it comes to career, when it comes to certain skill, so it doesn't have to be about work, career, but when it comes to the certain skill, like for example, for those of you that are retired, this is also going to be an important moment in time, because it depends what you were focusing on. There is a justice coming. Listen to me, and important, because this justice is connected to your work, to your skills, or what you were doing. Like if you're retired, it depends what you felt that you didn't have a justice, and what was kind of what you kind of missed out on, for example. So this is going to come back. This is an important moment in time, because this is going to bring a whole new harmony, and that harmony is also going to help you to make a decision with the situation that you were powerless for the last 8 months. And that's so good, because this is going to help you to escape not a disaster, but it's going to help you to escape the little tower moment. And that in itself is going to be amazing, because again, it's going to be step in the right direction, which is going to realize something very significant and very important about your practicality and security. This is going to be so good. You see, this is going to be so good, because it's going to help you to deal with a certain situation that is bringing you down. Wow, I took this card out, you see. But it's just so important, because karmically, as I said, you will be dealing with the situations, with issues that you wouldn't normally really feel like too excited to deal with, you see. But it's just like now this beautiful karmic situation is just going to make you powerful in a different way. It's going to give you strength, vavavoom, you know, and your eyes are going to be, you see, the same card again. This is absolutely unbelievable, you see, absolutely unbelievable. So now this is just basically about the spirituality and about your intuition, which is just going to kind of also surprise you. You're going to find yourself like being part of a certain path, and you're going to find yourself, wow, I can't believe this is amazing. The bottom line is that by the end of this actual months, there is going to be an option that is just going to be very, very attractive to you, and that option is going to surprise you, and it's going to be really tiny, and it's going to be really small, but as the time goes by, it's going to become more and more powerful. It's going to be a little baby that is going to grow in the most beautiful human, most beautiful person, you know. This is such an important time, like there is no tomorrow. And the reason why this card was actually showing, it's also that you're getting healing. You are going to have healing, huge, massive healing that you are going to have by the end of this month. This healing is going to be absolutely life-changing indeed. Okay, because very, very heavy karmic situation is coming to an end. Okay, now the third part of August, it's actually, this is so, my God, you see, you are just really getting upped up. Oh, you are getting all right now. Unfinished business, you see, something that you started like within the last 21 months, something that you started to think about within the last 21 months. It was just the beginning. It was the beginning of the certain journey, certain spiritual journey that resolved as like in some kind of unfinished business. Hello, my babies. We are having like a proper wake-up call now, indeed, because the energies are just going to be all around the place. Your whole month, you're going to feel literally purified, and you will see exactly purification of your spirit, purification of your soul, purification of your energy, beautiful reflection and unfoldment. Is going to bring you an unfinished business from the last 21 months that is actually going to turn into a success. But first of all, you're going to need to have you're going to realize that there was a little conflict that you avoided. Again, you see, you were so smart, you were so clever. There's a second time you avoided a certain conflict, and that became a competition now. And the competition, of course, you will find a little bit challenging at the end of this month, but it doesn't matter, because you will have the power, you will have the energy, you will have the wing of the most beautiful butterfly by that point. So that's why I'm saying that whatever you start, you're going to end up very successful. Whatever you start, you're going to end up being very optimistic indeed, and the situation is going to end up with a wonderful option, the wonderful opportunity that is going to make you feel ready for anything. And when you feel this absolutely perfect balance of energy, you will be able to use this to reflect on many different ways in your life. Okay, another thing I was going to say to you, it's very important to get a tiger's eye. Tiger's eye crystal, this comes with a sterling silver setting and a sterling silver chain, and the link to buy this is in the description below. Because you will be making lots of decisions, because you will be in touch with lots of people, and it's a lot to do with the success, the next part, the next stage of the spiritual journey. Tiger's eye is going to help you to prevent yourself from an evil eye, but also it's not only about that, it's about prosperity, it's about the success, it's about the right balance, about creating the right balance, and also when it comes to communicating to people about our success, about our business, and making decisions. You see, this helps you to make the right decisions as well, and it's good for the balance and protection. So you can get this, and the link is in the description below, and by buying this you're also supporting my channel as well. Okay, and also what I was going to say is just basically celebration. The last part of August is going to bring you celebration and indecisive situation, because you're going to end up with a couple of things now in your mind. You see, when it comes to that new opportunity, it's actually going to be split in a couple of things, and these couple of things are going to be both really good. And indecisive situation is going to be brilliant, because you're going to have a couple of options to play with, and both options are going to be amazing, both options are going to be good, and both options are going to be actually reflecting on your whole life journey so far. So this is going to be big indeed. Okay, so I'm going to shuffle these cards, and I'm going to connect to those of you that are actually in relationship. Now, those of you that are in relationship, this is an amazing month. Your partner is going to surprise you, but your partner did something, your partner acted in a certain way, your partner was doing something, and it was brilliant, it was very good indeed, and it's to do with the prosperity, it's to do with a certain luxury, it's to do with a certain being sharp and quick, and your partner did something really good, and now this is going to come back, and this is going to be so good, because it's going to give you a really important option to both of you. And the important option that you're going to have, it's going to really reflect on you so nicely, and it's going to give you lots of energy, it's going to give you lots of power and energy, and it's going to really make you to do certain changes when it comes to the things around you, your environment and things like that. Lots of ideas, but you will be able to you will also want to create something different, you will want to do something different. There is a big option that is going to become available to you both, and as I said, it's down to your partner being very smart, very clever. Your partner's third psychic eye was incredible indeed, and now the bottom line is that this is going to be a moment in time, the month, when you're going to be able to actually really have the actual results of what your partner did not that long ago, you see. And it's also going to be the worries and the negativities, and maybe certain problems, like maybe if you had financial worries, or maybe if you wanted to do something, get something, but you couldn't. Now that is coming to an end. That is really coming to an end. Your partner is going to do something really clever. Do you know what? I can see your partner's third psychic eye being very enhanced as well, which means that was super clever what your partner actually did, which is going to provide you both with really fantastic options. When it comes to those of you that are single and ready to mingle, it is just incredible. Do you know what? It's look at this. This is incredible. You are going to meet someone very special this month, very significant, very significant indeed. That person is going to be very similar to you. And that person is going to be sharing a very similar spiritual journey to you. And also when it comes to your love situation, when it comes to things that you have been gone through, now this person is also going to share something very important and very significant and very similar what you were sharing on your spiritual journey. My God. For those of you that are single and ready to mingle, you're going to meet somebody this month when you least expect it. You're going to meet somebody this month who's going to be be like very deep and very spiritual and very powerful, and it's just someone who's just going to bring you so much flavor into your life, and that person is going to feel like that exactly the same. It is the motivation that is going to be mind-blowing. You will meet someone who's going to motivate you, and you are going to motivate that person at the same time. Oh my God, I'm so glad for you. I'm so happy for you, my gorgeous Scorpios, because it looks like there is someone very special about to walk into your life. Someone very weird, but in the best possible way of being weird. Weird but beautiful, you know, like a nice but strange, you know, like mysterious but successful, you know. There's so many different elements to this person that are going to be something to do with like spirituality, very much so, but also very much so like a business, some kind of orientation. But the bottom line is it's going to reflect on your life perfectly. Oh my God. Okay, my gorgeous Scorpios, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. I love you all to bits. I'm sending you healing, brightest blessings, lots of love and light to all of you. Okay, my gorgeous Scorpios, thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium. Love you, Scorpio. Bye.